Patricia Piccinini begins all of her works as drawings. Over the last 10 years, not all of her work has stayed as drawings, and they've been developed into other creations of artwork, such as photography, sculpture, and video. However, the most important part of the process of her artwork is the beginning drawing. And for today's practicing activity to do with relating back to Patricia Piccinini is a drawing. So for this lesson, you'll begin by reading a fantasy story to your students and asking your students to listen to it, and then followed by this, you'll ask them to recall what they remember from the story, and then they'll be given a piece of paper, and there they will draw what they remember happened in the story. So let's begin with reading the story. The changing car. Think of a huge car. Stretch the car way up high. Squish the car right into the ground. Have the bonnet open and close. The windscreen wipers on. Have the car toot its horn at the traffic. Now paint a large black circles on the roof. Add 3 new wheels. Add another level to the car. 5 new windows. Give the car a paint and send it off on the road. Now, get your car to do a U-turn and come back to where it started. So now that you've read the story to your class, you'll hand them all a piece of paper. Doesn't matter what size, but for today I'm going to be using an A4 size. So the first thing that I'd ask my students to do is to draw a large box around their page, and this will be the border for their artwork. Now I'll just recall what happened in the car. I'm going to actually start with the car, and the car squished, so let's draw some wheels. Get some wheels to start with. Now you give your students probably about 15 or so minutes to complete this drawing. Some of your students might need a bit longer, but you know, what we say is it's just a sketch, something for them to remember, and obviously if you do this activity another time, they'll develop, you know, more of an idea. They'll know what they need to be doing. They'll remember more that's happened in the story, and you'll really start to see a change in their artwork that they're producing. So we'll just do a quick sketch for you, just so you get, you know, an idea of what's happening. Okay. You'll have, you know, all your students will come up with all their different things, you know, how they view it. So your students will come up with something similar to this or something completely different. I suppose the important thing to reiterate to the students is that if they can't remember something that's happened in the story, then that's okay. Just let them use their own imagination, and they'll come up with something. Just to, once all the students have finished their pieces of work, gather your students together and get them all to share their work, and you can also put them up on a blank wall, and it can be a bit of an exhibition of, you know, replications of Patricia Piccinini's work. Thank you.